Hi Libras, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tawana. Today we're going to do a reading for you. This is going to be your October reading, and it can resonate with you if you have a Libra placement as your sun, moon, rising, or Venus. All right, so before we jump into the cards, I'm just going to share the decks that I'm using for those of you who are interested in tarot and oracle cards and practicing on your own. I'm using the Angel Answers Oracle today. I'm also using the Sacred Rebels Oracle deck. And I'm using the Rider-Waite Tarot. So let's jump into your reading. I've already shuffled and pulled your cards. First card we have is the Against the Grain card. I don't think this has come out for anyone in a really long time. This card talks about rebellion, daring to do something differently, daring to rebel, daring to take daring to come off the beaten path. Are you doing something that is a little bit rebellious in October? Then we have the Trust Yourself card coming right after that. So I feel like whatever beaten path you are coming off of and whatever you are doing that is a little unconventional or rebellious or maybe not the popular thing to do or against popular opinion, it feels like you should trust it and you should trust yourself, because the Trust Yourself card is coming out here. And this card I love because there's so much chaos happening around this person, but they're remaining so still because of that self-trust. And I just looked at this card again, and it almost looks like because of how much this person trusts themselves, all of these beings and animals are kind of soothed in a specific way. Let me get in closer. Like, they seem really calm around her, even though there are so many of them, and she almost looks like she's about to stifle because they're trying to cover her face. It feels like ordered chaos. Like, this is what this person is supposed to be doing. Like, nothing can knock this person off their path because they trust themselves. No one can harm them. Nothing can like veer them off wherever they're focusing on, because they trust themselves and their own internal guidance. I feel like some of you are being challenged to step into that confidence and energy in October. Like, I trust myself regardless of what he or she or them may think. And then we have the perfection of your life. Oh, I feel like these oracle cards are like tying into each other. This card talks about appreciating the way things are. Appreciating things for what they are and not projecting and wishing on what you want them to be. There is a value in chaos sometimes, like when you look at the surface of things. As you look at this card, like if you're looking at it from above, you'll see that like the skies are gray. It looks like a storm is coming through. Like, sometimes there are things that look like a storm, but really and truly that is just preparation for a new beginning, preparation for a new chapter that you're stepping into. It may look on the surface that something is bad or challenging or hard. Bad or challenging or hard, but it feels like it is a part of the plan for you, at least. Like, there's a perfection to the chaos. There's a perfection to the missteps and all of the things that are going on as you take this pivot off the beaten path. Like, trust the perfection of your life. Like, this is individual to you. all of the things that have happened, the storms, like they have been very temporary. It's like they're clearing the way for a new manifestation. No matter how things look, it feels like you're supposed to continue trusting yourself, trusting the path. And the last card which we have, which these two came out together, and if you notice, they're both like in this deck, these images, like the spirals of manifestation, are manifestation cards, and both of these cards are manifestation cards, at least to me. So this card talks about dream a beautiful dream. Take the path that you are thinking of and trust yourself. Trust that nobody else has to have even gone down this path in your family, in your friendship circle, whoever you're looking to relate to. Trust the beaten path and know that there is a perfection to that path for you as an individual, and dream up a manifestation of, like, dare to dream is what this is saying. Dare to dream. All right, so we are jumping into the tarot cards, and to begin the reading, we have your energy coming out very strongly here. I feel like you're going through a transformation. You're going through, it's like a death of the old self, rebirth of a new self. It feels very expansive. It feels like so expansive. And I don't know if some of you guys are having a Pluto transit right now, but this is what happens when you have a Pluto transit. It's like you are a shadow of your former self. You have to relearn who you are, relearn what works for you, relearn tools that are helpful for you when you shift identities or when you expand even further. And I feel like that's what you're doing. Some of you guys, this is going to be tied to motherhood. Some of you guys are mothers, and like that expansion has come from that journey. You've stepped over the threshold and stepped into that version of womanhood, and it is now forming a new identity because you're no longer relating to the person who you used to be, and the person who you are now is someone who you have to like get to know again. So going through a death and rebirth process, and this is where we see the Chariot and the Seven of Swords here, but it feels like in this death and rebirth, maybe what that can look like physically is you actually ending things in your life. You actually, like, sometimes when we have massive change moments in who we are, like we no longer resonate with the jobs that we have, we no longer resonate with the friendship circles, we no longer resonate with a residence. The Chariot can talk about moving, like physical location, and sometimes like we do have to move when we expand and shift identities, or we expand and have a transformation. Like maybe we realize that the place that we're living isn't where we want to be permanently. So like there are all these changes that come out on the surface when you're going through this deep cellular transformation within. And I feel like that's what this is. Like some of you may be wanting to end things because you have changed. You no longer want to deal with certain things. You no longer want to deal with certain people, places, because you have changed. And this is you strategizing to move forward, strategizing how to make progress to the new. You guys could be stepping into brand new job opportunities. Maybe this is relating to your job in October. This is a bunch of you in the collective, so this is going to be different things for all of you. Some of you guys, this is new jobs. Some of you guys, this is new relationships. Some of you guys are stepping into new homes and strategizing like how to get there, but it feels just like new. And this is you, because of course the new takes work and effort to usher in. So you have to like do the physical things to get whatever new beginning you're trying to get. But this is you working on those new beginnings. I feel like you have gone through such a deep transformation, Libra, that if you find yourself wanting to end things, wanting to shift away from certain people, you should allow yourself to. It's because you've changed. It's because you are changing. Give yourself permission to change. All right, so we have another person here who's directly across from you on my desk here. And it's a King of Wands, and it's clarified by the Knight of Cups. So whoever this person is to you, they could be a friend, they could be a family member, they could be a spouse. It feels like they're coming in with an emotional offer or an attempt to make an emotional offer or an emotional gesture to you. And when I say emotional gesture, a lot of people confine that to romantic, but this doesn't have to be romantic. This could be your father, like your father doing something nice for you. This could be your uncle. This could be someone platonic in your life. And also, might I add, this person doesn't even have to be a male. It could just be someone who is in their masculine energy, who's presenting as the masculine energy in the cards. Because sometimes women show up as masculine energies in the tarot too, based on the energy they're holding and using at that moment. And then we have them wanting to come in to make an emotional gesture and an emotional offer, or just soothe a situation, because sometimes that's what the Knight of Cups can do, like coming in to soothe a situation. Maybe this person has a soothing energy. Doesn't have to be that they're coming in to do something romantic or whatever. I feel like a lot of people always box the Knight of Cups into romanticism, which, yes, that is true, but sometimes it's just like an emotional gesture that is not necessarily so intimate or romantic, but very much platonic, soothing a circumstance, soothing a situation, soothing an argument, just offering a soothing space for themselves and everybody else. All right, so beside that King of Wands, we have the Star card and the Sun card, which is interesting. And it just further goes into the theme of soothing that I've been feeling. Like someone wants to come in to soothe a situation with you. Maybe because they are realizing that you are ending something. Maybe this is an attempt to end something between you and them. And because they're realizing that, wow, okay, like Libra has really changed or is changing. They're taking a different approach, because I don't feel like this Knight of Cups energy is what is inherent and natural to this King of Wands. This King of Wands is fire energy. So this is more of an assertive person. This person could be very competitive. This person could even come off as arrogant sometimes if they're in their shadow energy. But I feel like this person is going against what they would usually do to like just soothe a situation with you. Probably because they're able to see this change in you. All right, so we have the Star, which talks about healing, and we have the Sun, trying to bring in positivity and healing into a situation. This could be surrounding kids or a child. We have lots of cards here talking about children. And though these cards, I don't always read the Six of Cups as children, like a child relationship with a child, but right now I am, because I see the Sun right beside it, and I'm getting childhood energy from that as well. Maybe this person awakens an inner child in you, or maybe there's a situation where this person, for some of you, this isn't relating to a child, but you guys have a bond that goes way back in time to childhood, or there's just been a lot of years between you guys. You guys have a lot of memories between you. There's a lot of nostalgia there. But it feels like whoever this King of Wands, Knight of Cups person is they're coming in with a softer approach. Coming in with a softer approach. But someone's closed off. Or maybe it's been them who's been closed off. Maybe it's been them who's been closed off. And now they're presenting as more open emotionally. Then we have the Five of Wands and the Emperor. I'm feeling like this is someone you've been in conflict with, Libra. That's what the Five of Pentacles talks about. Being in competition, being in conflict with someone, being in an argument with someone. Everyone talking, no one really listening to each other. Therefore, nothing really gets done. And all of this is counterproductive because no one is really heard. So it feels like whoever this Emperor is, and possibly even this King of Wands, is trying to be assertive in this situation, whether it involves kids or this is just a connection between the both of you. They're trying to take control to possibly resolve some kind of situation between you, so you guys can have a new manifestation, manifest something different, rewrite the story. I think this doesn't mean that you have to allow them to do this, but I think this is their intention. I think this is their intention. We also have the Moon and the Seven of Wands. So someone is very defensive here. Could it be you? Could it be that could it be that the Emperor here, or whoever wants to be assertive to like address this whatever this tension is, or this argument or conflict, it feels like someone is coming up as very defensive because maybe they feel like, or maybe this Emperor feels like they don't know how the other person will meet them if they have this, like if they do try to have this conversation to address this conflict, or if they do try to break up whatever this is. It's like, it feels like they'll be met with resistance. Then we have the Four of Cups, the Page of Wands, and the Tower, which to me talks about Libra. I feel like whoever this Emperor is, it's like they want to send you some kind of message, but they're not sure about your interest because they've realized this change within you. Maybe you've ended it between you guys. Maybe to them, like you're done with them. It feels like whatever message is coming through between the both of you is kind of shocking. But I feel like it's necessary to break up whatever argument this is, or conflict. It feels like it's time to do something differently between you and this person. That's why Dream a Beautiful Dream is here. Like, a different manifestation can be created between the both of you. Especially if, let's just say, this is a situation where there are children involved in this. Because we have the Empress and the Emperor, and that's the divine masculine and feminine energy. And sometimes that can talk about like mother, father energy. So like there is another version of interaction and a manifestation that can be created if this is a family dynamic. Like it doesn't have to be this contentious. It doesn't have to be this competitive. It doesn't have to be like whatever this is. And I feel like that's what whoever this Emperor is trying to, like whoever is coming in to soothe the situation, that's what they're trying to do, to say. Yeah. Someone's defensive though. I don't know if it's you. Who's the Moon and the Seven of Wands? Who is the Moon and the Seven of Wands? Someone who has their boundaries up. I think it's you, Libras. I think this is the feminine energy who has their boundaries up. There's a person, whoever this Page of Wands person is, I feel like they're the person who's in this Four of Cups energy, who's coming off as very disinterested. This could even be could be a child. It could be somebody else presenting as a page. I feel like whoever's coming up as disinterested, it's because they've put their guard up. They're now defensive, and maybe this is an intention to protect themselves. So you just have to understand that defense mechanism. All right, let's get some advice. Let us get some advice for you. What's the advice for Libras in October, Spirit? Angels, what's the advice for Libras? So the first one we have is peaceful resolution. See, there's something going on between this Empress and this Emperor. This mom and dad vibe. I'm just saying mom and dad. You guys don't have to be moms and dads. Just ignore me. Peaceful resolution. The situation will improve within the next few weeks. Compromise. See, I don't even have to comment on this. Like, someone is definitely trying to soothe the situation between you guys. I don't feel like it has to be this way, the way that it is right now. It doesn't have to be this way. You guys can work together in whatever capacity that is, whether this is in relationship, in partnership, in business partnership, in friendship, you guys in family. You guys can work together in a better way. Or the energy between you, the manifestation between you can take form in another way. So, yes, you have that choice to compromise with this person in the next few weeks. It is up to you, but a peaceful resolution is possible. I'm going to leave you guys here. I hope you enjoyed this reading. And as always, thank you for watching. Bye.